Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Salvora. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode of the 2024 IPL recap. This is a recap after round 2, which means that all 10 teams have now played at least 2 matches in the current season. The thing with the IPL now is that the calendar is all out of sync. The fixtures are now all out of sync, which means that not all sides have played 2 matches. There are 2 teams which have now played 3 matches in the form of Royal Challengers Bengaluru and the Punjab Kings, but all 10 teams have played a minimum of 2 matches. That is why we are calling this the round 2 recap. So yes, we have got 6 matches to cover in this podcast. So yeah, stay tuned, sit back, relax, get a cup of coffee, get some chips or whatever you like, and let's get going. The last time we left were when all the 10 sides played 1 game each. So we'll talk about the first match of the second round of the IPL fixtures, and that was played on Monday the 25th of March between the Punjab Kings and the Royal Challengers Bengaluru. That it was their first match out of 3 consecutive home matches at the Chinnaswamy Stadium for the RCB side, and they did win that game by 4 wickets. However, the things are not as straightforward as they look like. Yes, Virat Kohli was amongst the runs. Yes, he was given the man of the match award, but hopefully and unluckily for the Royal Challengers Bengaluru fans, they are so passionate, so loyal, the things were not as straightforward. It was the Royal Challengers Bengaluru themselves who won the toss and decided to bowl first in that game. And in their quest, the Punjab Kings posted a total of 176 for the loss of 6 wickets. Not many contribution, not a big stellar contribution with the bat as far as the Punjab Kings are concerned in that particular match. It was just Shikhar Dhawan's 45 from 37 deliveries which propelled them to 176. It kind of looked like that the 176 which was posted by the Punjab Kings was not a sufficient total, because we all know for a fact that the Chinnaswamy pitch and the Chinnaswamy ground is renowned for its high scoring games. There have been instances where even a score of above 200, 210 is not sufficient. So it felt like 176 was a bit below par from the Punjab Kings, but they nearly won that game, to be honest with you. In reply, yes, RCB did win the game by 4 wickets in the end and had 4 balls to spare. But they made things so difficult for themselves. Because once again, just like what happened in the first game against the Chennai Super Kings, their middle order barely contributed with the bat. Apart from Virat Kohli, who opens the innings along with Faf du Plessis, there weren't a stellar contribution right towards the lower order when the likes of Dinesh Karthik and Mahipal Lomror got them through over the line. But apart from that, Virat Kohli scored 77 of 49 deliveries. But apart from that Kohli brilliance, there was hardly any contribution. Du Plessis 3, Cameron Green 3, Rajat Patidar just a run a ball 18, Maxwell 3, Anuj Rawat, who was the star from the first game, scoring just 11. And when Anuj Rawat and Virat Kohli were dismissed, so Virat Kohli was dismissed at the end of the 16th over, and Anuj Rawat was dismissed at 16.2 overs. And from that point in time, the Royal Challengers Bangalore were just 130 for the loss of 6 wickets. They needed a further 47 runs to win from 3.5 overs, and it felt like, oh, hang on, RCB are once again going to bottle a game from winning position. Fortunately for them, Dinesh Karthik, who is playing in his final IPL, rolled back the years and once again provided them with the finishing touch like he did in the 2022 IPL a couple of years ago. Wonderful display of batting, wonderful improvisation, and some brilliant shots in a 28-run inning of just 10 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes along the way. As I mentioned earlier, Mahipal Lomror also coming in as a urgent impact sub, giving them 17 of just 8 deliveries, which propelled the Royal Challengers Bangalore to their first victory in this IPL. But you have to give credit where credit is due, and Virat Kohli deserves all the credit despite the heroics shown by Karthik and Lomror towards the end. 77 of 49, as I mentioned. I think he is the rock which is carrying the Royal Challengers Bengaluru in this tournament. We will talk about RCB's second game against the Kolkata Knight Riders in due moment, which is where Virat Kohli once again showed why he is the main man in RCB colours. Yes, the result was different on that occasion. We'll get to that game in due course. But yes, once again, credit to Virat Kohli, 77 of 49, opening the innings. He plays so well in the power play. He does drop his speed down a little when it comes to middle overs and such, but it is required for him to not only play as an attacking opener role, but also as an anchoring middle order player role as well. So he has to play 2 roles in one innings to help Bengaluru cross the line, which they eventually did. So that was the game on Monday, which RCB won by 4 wickets. We then move on to Tuesday, the 26th of March, and this was probably the most one-sided match in the second round of the 2024 IPL, and that was the Chennai Super Kings playing the Gujarat Titans at Chepauk, a repeat of last year's IPL final. CSK winning that game by 63 runs, and it was some magnificent batting which helped them win that game. Gujarat Titans, led by Shubman Gill now, in absence of the now departed Hardik Pandya, he won the toss, put the host CSK into bat first basically, and the CSK posted a mammoth 206, and on a Chennai pitch which tends to play a little slow towards the latter stages of the match. I think 206, when CSK posted that monstrous total, it almost felt like, yep, the game's already gone from Gujarat Titans' grasp, and so it did. Some healthy contributions all over the batting lineup, up and down the batting lineup. Unfortunately for CSK fans, it is now 2 matches without them having seen their star MS Dhoni come out to bat. Unfortunately, it didn't happen again, but if Mahendra Singh Dhoni is not coming out to bat at number 8, that is a good sign, because it shows how well the CSK batters have batted above him, and this game was a brilliant example to showcase the same thing. Ruturaj Gaikwad, the new captain for the Chennai Super Kings, opening the innings with Rachin Ravindra, both openers scoring 46 runs. Ruturaj Gaikwad scoring 46 of 36, while Rachin Ravindra was just magnificent. He's just building his stock game after game in this IPL, and it shows that he's repaying the faith the Chennai Super Kings have put in him following the injury to Devon Conway. Rachin Ravindra, 46 of just 20 deliveries, 6 fours, I beg your pardon, and 3 sixes along the way, playing at a strike rate of 230. And once he was dismissed, I think the role of pinch hitting was moved from Rachin Ravindra's shoulders to Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube, 51 of just 23 deliveries, 2 fours and 5 sixes, playing at a strike rate of 221. Shivam Dube has made an outstanding start to this IPL season. He was brilliant in the opening game against the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and once again he showed how good he is in the middle order and in particular when the spinners from the opposition are operating in full force. As I mentioned, 51 of 23 was partnered really, really well by Daryl Mitchell. Daryl Mitchell, usually it felt like he was not getting strike too often. He was only there for 20 balls and he scored 24, but he partnered Shivam Dube and the other players surrounding really, really well. We talked about Rachin Ravindra, we talked about Ruturaj Gaikwad, we talked about Shivam Dube, but a new star is born in CSK colours, and that is in the form of Samir Rizvi. So much hype, so much anticipation on the shoulders of someone like Samir Rizvi. It felt like the whole IPL fraternity are just waiting for him to come out and play, and come out and play he did. He walks out when CSK have lost, I guess they have lost 5 wickets when he comes out to bat. And he scores 14 of just 6 deliveries. Yes, his innings were cut short in the end, but he scores 2 sixes along the way. He walks out to bat for the first time in the IPL and slog sweeps the great Rashid Khan over deep square leg for a 6. I think that shot will remain in the memories of cricket fans, in the memory of IPL fans, in the memory of CSK fans for a very, very long time, because he was just outstanding. He then hit Rashid Khan for another 6 just 3 deliveries later, and it shows that he is here to stay for the long haul. And if he continues to show the promise in the lower order, I won't be surprised to see CSK bumping him up the order, giving him some few more balls to play and cement his place in the CSK lineup, because there are places to be won. One can argue that he is the long-term replacement for someone like Ajinkya Rahane, who comes out to bat at number 3 and has not had the best of the starts to this IPL season. But the contribution by Ruturaj Gaikwad, Rachin Ravindra, Shivam Dube, and then a quick flourish towards the end by Samir Rizvi meant that Chennai Super Kings posted 206, and in reply Gujarat Titans could only post 143 for the loss of 8 wickets. No contributions from them whatsoever with the bat. It was once again brilliant bowling from the CSK Quicks. Deepak Chahar, Mustafizur Rahman and Tushar Deshpande picking up 2 wickets each, and 1 wicket for the returning Pathirana, and Daryl Mitchell picking up 1 wicket as well. Mustafizur Rahman now has a total of 6 wickets from the first 2 matches of this new IPL season. He picked up 4 wickets against the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the opening game, and now he's chipped in with 2 wickets as well. Quite economical as well, if you personally ask me, just considering 30 runs from his quota of 4 overs. So yet again, quite easy victory as far as the the Chennai Super Kings are concerned, winning by 63 runs, making sure that they now have 2 wins from their opening 2 matches. We then move on to arguably what is the match of this round. Wednesday, the 27th of March, we are going to talk about that game between the Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Mumbai Indians right after this short break.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Welcome back to the IPL recap. as we mentioned right before going into the game, we are now going to talk about arguably the game of the tournament so far, and that was between the Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Mumbai Indians, played at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium in Hyderabad. What a brilliant game. I don't even know where I should start and start discussing this game, to be honest. As you can see, I'm already losing words here because this game has left everyone speechless, and the game has been so well received that even now there have been talks going on social media and such. This game will arguably be a game which everyone remembers even once the IPL is done and dusted for the calendar year of 2024. So yeah, let's talk about the game. It was Hardik Pandya and Mumbai Indians who won the toss and put the Sunrisers Hyderabad into bat. I wish they hadn't done that, because Sunrisers Hyderabad came out all guns blazing, 81 in the power play, well over 150 in the first 10 overs, and they posted a ginormous 277 for 3 from their quota of 20 overs. This is the highest total in IPL history now, surpassing the record which was in the Royal Challengers Bengaluru's grasp for like 6 years now. 6 years, I guess, yeah, 8 years. Yeah, it was in 2016, wasn't it? So yeah, 8 years ago when they scored 263 against the Pune Warriors India, where Gale got that 175. I think that was the game in which RCB posted 263, but that record has now been smashed because the Sunrisers Hyderabad posted 277 from their quota of 20 overs. Unlike RCB, where they had that one standout innings, this innings was shared by no less than 4 players. If I'm completely honest with you, before the game, the Sunrisers Hyderabad decided to make a change. They left out Marco Jansen and gave Travis Head their debut, and he opened the innings along with Mayank Agrawal. Mayank Agrawal only scoring 11 of 13. He is nowhere to be seen while recapping this game, because the game then starts with Travis Head giving them a quick fire start, 62 of just 24 deliveries. Then he's joined by the eventual man of the match, Abhishek Sharma, 63 of 23 deliveries, 3 fours, 7 sixes along the way. He gets out. Aiden Markram comes in. Then Aiden Markram, the ex-SRH captain, 42 of 28. But that is not the whole story, because once again, it was Henrik Klaasen who stole the show for SRH. 80 of just 34 deliveries, 4 fours, 7 sixes. This means that Henrik Klaasen has now scored 15 sixes in the IPL in the first 2 matches. He scored 8 sixes in that unsuccessful run chase against the KKR at the weekend last time around, a week ago. At the time of recording, it has been 1 week ago since that happened. And he scored 8 on that occasion. He scored 7 sixes on this occasion. He scored 80 of 34. None of the MI bowlers were left for mercy. Mafaka was making his debut, the 17-year-old South African. He went for 66 from his 4 overs. I feel bad for him. Hardik Pandya went for 46 from his 4 overs. The only bowler who left that field with his head held up high was once again none other than Jasprit Bumrah, going for just 36 from his quota of 4 overs. He did not pick up any wickets on that occasion, but he kept scoring in check. Otherwise, this could have been a 300 score if you personally ask me. It is credit to Bumrah that is only gone for 9 and over. Otherwise, Mumbai Indians would have been chasing well over 300. The way in which Klaasen, Markram and Abhishek Sharma were going. Gerald Coetzee, 1 for 57 for him as well. He bowled his 4 overs. And Chawla and Shams Mulani both going at an economy rate of 17 runs per over in the 2 overs that they bowled. I think you will not see a game like this again, because it was not only Sunrisers Hyderabad who came all guns blazing, it was the Mumbai Indians as well, because they knew for a fact that they have to chase this down at close to 14 runs and over from the get-go, and they gave themselves such a good platform. Rohit Sharma came out to bat all guns blazing, Ishan Kishan came out all guns blazing, and the pair were just magnificent when they came out to bat from the get-go. Rohit Sharma scoring 26 of just 12 deliveries. He's hit 3 sixes along the way, and Ishan Kishan seemed like he has returned back in form. 34 of 13 deliveries, 2 fours and 4 sixes along the way, scoring at a strike rate of 261 on that occasion. But yeah, once Rohit Sharma was dismissed, the score was 66 for 2, and then comes out Naman Dheer and Tilak Verma, two youngsters as far as Mumbai Indians are concerned. Naman Dheer is someone who is just 24 years of age, and Tilak Verma is just 21. And the pair then took the proceedings and carried on from the solid foundation which was laid by Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan. And when Naman Dheer was dismissed at 10.4 overs, the score was 150 for 3. It showed that the Mumbai Indians are going on the right trajectory. It is just a matter of fact that can anyone build on the sheer quality that Naman Dheer and Tilak Verma had shown. Unfortunately, that is where MI fell short, because once Naman Dheer and Tilak Verma were dismissed, they didn't have a good kick from the lower order. Naman Dheer scoring 30 of just 14 deliveries. Tilak Verma was the star of the show as far as Mumbai Indians are concerned, scoring 64 of 34 deliveries, 2 fours and 6 sixes along the way, playing at a strike rate of close to 190. But once Tilak Verma was dismissed at 182 for 4, MI just fell apart. Hardik Pandya wasn't able to up the run rate in any stretch of imagination. He scored 24 of just 20 deliveries. Tim David was slow in the start of his innings, but eventually got going, but it was too little too late. He did score 42 of 22 deliveries, but as I said, the big shots came in towards the latter stages of that 42 run inning, which meant that despite going at well over 14 runs per over, well over 12 runs per over, it was Sunrisers Hyderabad who eventually won that game by 31 runs. There was so much hitting in that particular game. It was the first time in IPL history where a game has yielded more than 500 runs. There were so many sixes. I can't even count how many sixes there were. There were 18 sixes in the Sunrisers Hyderabad innings. And let me just calculate. There's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 sixes in the Mumbai Indians innings. So that is close to 40 sixes in the game, which is unheard of in the IPL. And the IPL has been going for well over 15 years and still we haven't seen a game like this. This is just magnificent hitting. And credit to both sides. Credit to Mumbai Indians as well for coming so close to the total and being at one stage in their innings, being like they could eventually chase this down. But the target of 278 was a bit too much as far as the MI franchise is concerned, and the Sunrisers winning that game by 31 runs. So that was our action-packed Wednesday. We then move on to Thursday, the 28th of March, where the Rajasthan Royals played the Delhi Capitals, and yet another straightforward win as far as the RR franchise is concerned. Nothing too fancy happening in that game. It was the Delhi Capitals who won the toss, decided to bowl first. Rajasthan Royals posting 185, and in reply Delhi could only post 173, which meant that the Rajasthan Royals won that game by 12 runs. There is one major talking point from this particular game, and that is the re-emergence of Riyan Parag. Riyan Parag in the previous game for RR was really, really good. He scored some 40 odd runs and formed a really, really crucial partnership with the captain Sanju Samson. And today, when Yashasvi Jaiswal, Josh Butler and Sanju Samson, the top three RR players all failed to deliver, it was Riyan Parag who stepped up in a massive, massive way and just made sure that all eyes of the IPL fraternity are on him at the moment. He was just outstanding. Shows that he is now repaying the faith that RR have kept in him for so many years. Previously, in 2023, there were so many talks stating that Rajasthan Royals should just give up on Riyan Parag. He's not delivering with the ball. He's not delivering with the bat as well. But no, he goes back, plays excellent in the Syed Mushtaq Ali, has an excellent Ranji Trophy season with Assam, and that showed that he's willing to go through the grind where there is no limelight, no one's watching him, but he's going out there, playing at number 4 for his state, getting all those runs, coming back in the IPL with a bunch of runs and loads of confidence in his kitty, and he's now using that to full effect. And Rajasthan Royals would be so happy that it was Riyan Parag who won them that game. 84 of just 45 deliveries, 7 fours, 6 sixes along the way. At one point in time, he was a runner ball 26, but in the next 19 balls, he scores more than 50 runs. And he took... Who was the bowler? I think it was Ankrit Nokia who went for 25 runs in that final over. He scored 2 sixes, 3 fours and a single or something along those lines in the 20th over. Thus Riyan Parag, who propels his score to 84. But it was just magnificent to see that happen. Once Josh Butler was dismissed, it was 36 for 3 after 7.2 overs. They were playing so slowly, it felt like it was a test or a one-day game at best, but they had a lot of pinch hitting left in them. Ashwin was promoted up the order. He scored 3 sixes, scoring 29 of 19 deliveries. But once he was dismissed, and Dhruv Jurel was dismissed as well, it was all down to Shimron Hetmeyer. But Rajasthan Royals didn't really need Shimron Hetmeyer because they had their Hetmeyer-esque hitter in the form of Riyan Parag, who guided RR to 185. In reply, as I said, DC could only post 173. David Warner was the pick of their batters, 49 for 34 deliveries. Apart from that, no real contribution. Tristan Stubbs did try towards the end, 44 of 23. But I think it was too little too late as far as DC are concerned. Mitchell Marsh giving them a good start as well, 23 of 12. But the DC batting really did not get going. Rishabh Pant once again batting at number 4, 28 of 26 deliveries. There have been few instances on social media and around the cricketing fraternity stating that he's playing a bit too slow. Even in the opening game, he was a little on the slower side. But I think Harsha Bhogle put it really, really well, and he stated that it's not that Rishabh Pant has to contribute. That contribution will eventually come. It's just the miracle that he's playing cricket after that horrendous accident which he had almost a year ago now. So I don't think it is right to point fingers at Rishabh Pant. He's slowly gaining fitness. He's slowly being able to come out and play those big shots. He's keeping wickets really well, and I think that old Rishabh Pant is really going to come back anytime soon now. One just has to give him time to get into his groove. So that was the game against between RR and DC at Jaipur, which the Rajasthan Royals won by 12 runs. We then move on to yesterday. So it is the Saturday at the time of recording this podcast, and then we will have 2 more matches to talk about. We have the RCB side taking on Kolkata Knight Riders on Friday, and then we have the game which was played today between Lucknow Super Giants and the Punjab Kings. We'll talk about that game right after this short break.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere. This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
We now talk about the final two matches of the second round of IPL, and we start by talking about the game which was played on Friday, and that was between RCB and KKR at Bengaluru. RCB, KKR, Bengaluru. There's only one winner, and that is Kolkata Knight Riders, and history once again proved it right. RCB were put into bat after Kolkata Knight Riders won the toss. They posted 182 runs, and KKR only needed 17 overs to chase that down. Well, RCB and KKR, well, that is a rivalry which is so one-sided in recent history that it is just funny in the end. I'm myself a KKR fan, so I'm quite happy with how things went in that particular match. We talked about Virat Kohli and his importance to the RCB setup, and once again it showed how important he is. 83 of 59 deliveries, 4 fours, 4 sixes along the way. And like I said in that, when we were talking about that game against the Punjab Kings, that he has to play two roles. He has to play a role of an attacking opener and an anchoring middle order player, and this is something pretty similar what Kohli had to do against KKR to help RCB post a reasonable total of 182. He faced 60 deliveries. He faced 59 deliveries. So he played half of the overs for the RCB innings. And sometimes you feel like if you are playing 59, 60 deliveries, you should at least get a century. And Virat Kohli didn't. He scored just 83. But then again, with the low on confidence batting, misfiring middle order to come, I think it's serves them right that Virat Kohli is playing in the way he is, because if Virat Kohli expects support from the non-striker, he can go all guns blazing, but he knows for a fact that the middle order is not really contributing with the bat, so it's all on him to propel RCB to a reasonable total. And that is the reason why I think he has to play in these two roles which apparently he's been assigned now, because once again the middle order is just not working. Faf du Plessis has now gone 3 matches without getting a big score. He's just scoring 8 in this game against the KKR as well. Cameron Green did try. He scored 33. Maxwell 28. But once again, Rajat Patidar 3 runs. Anuj Rawat failing for a second straight game. He scored 3 as well. And Dinesh Karthik once again had to deliver a finishing blow when he scored 20 of just 8 deliveries, scoring 3 sixes along the way. It's funny how Dinesh Karthik just rolls back the years and comes and returns to match-winning form when there's an ICC tournament on the horizon. I think he did tweet about that in a sarcastic manner as well. As far as the KKR bowling is concerned, I think Andre Russell has been the standout bowler this season. 2 for 29 for him, going at an economy rate of just 7.2. It's once again sad to see someone like Mitchell Starc go for runs. 47 of his 4 overs. Now that means that in the first 2 matches he's bowled 8 overs. He's not picked up a single wicket and he's gone for an exact 100 runs. Well, that is something which is so sad to see, because KKR have paid big bucks, 14.75 crores to get him, and now that he's not delivering, it is so sad to see. Fortunately for the KKR, they haven't needed their superstar expensive buy to win them the game, because KKR have won both of their matches, just like RR and CSK. As I mentioned, KKR chased down 183 in just 16.5 overs, and that is in no thanks to Phil Salt and Sunil Narine, the explosive opening pair of Phil Salt and Sunil Narine. Even KKR are now rolling back the ears and reminding the fans of their brilliant opening stand which they had a few years ago in the form of Chris Lynn and Sunil Narine. Sunil Narine as soon as Gautam Gambhir has entered the KKR dugout, he's promoted Sunil Narayan back into opening the innings. It felt like the experiment to open with Sunil Narayan has gone out of the window, because over the past couple of seasons that hasn't yielded any big innings. But Sunil Narayan apparently Gautam Gambhir apparently trusts Sunil Narayan to do so, and he repaid that trust. 47 of just 22 deliveries, 2 fours and 5 sixes along the way. Whilst he was bowling, he picked up 1 wicket as well. So, and he was eventually given the man of the match. So this time Sunil Narayan's opening experiment has worked and has propelled KKR to a 7-wicket victory. He was partnered brilliantly by Phil Salt in that opening partnership. 30 of just 20 deliveries. I don't understand why the Delhi Capitals let him go. I don't understand why he went unsold in the auction back in December. But it's advantage KKR. They've got their hands on an English superstar. And Phil Salt scored a half century in the first game. He's got a quick fire 30 in the second game as well. It's good to see Venkatesh Iyer getting back in some form as well. 50 of just 30 deliveries, 3 fours and 4 sixes along the way. Shreyas Iyer rounding out the innings, 39 not out from just 24 deliveries. Good to see him back performing in KKR colours as well. It felt like RCB were never really in the game. 182 was a bit subpar total in this particular match, and KKR never really looked troubled. There were a few people stating that the pitch at the Chinnaswamy was on the slower side. The way in which Phil Salt and Sunil Narayan batted for that first 6 overs, scoring 85 in the power play, didn't feel like it was slow by any stretch of imagination. It was, in the end, the lackluster bowling from the RCB side which saw them miss out on the win. But KKR will not become complaining, because they are now only the 3 sides to still be unbeaten in this tournament. So we now move on to the game which was played earlier today on the 30th of March, which is a Saturday, and that was the game played at the Ekana Stadium in Lucknow between the Lucknow Super Giants and the Punjab Kings. LSG have opened their account. They have secured their first win of this season, and they have beaten the Punjab Kings by 21 runs. And for the life of me doesn't know how did Punjab just bottle the game. They were on course. They were looking so good. It felt like there could be a possibility that the Punjab Kings would win this game by 10 wickets. Unfortunately, when the openers were dismissed, the batting just fell apart, and the Lucknow Super Giants registered a 21-run victory in the end. It was the Lucknow Super Giants captained by Nicholas Pooran, because yes, KL Rahul did come out and bat. He was not going to be on the field when it for fielding purposes or wicket keeping purposes. He's just being played as an impact sub in this game. He just came out to bat. That is the reason why Nicholas Pooran was the captain. The Pooran won the toss, decided to bat first, and the Lucknow Super Giants posted 199 and lost 8 wickets in the process. They had some healthy contributions with the bat. Quinton de Kock opening the innings with KL Rahul. De Kock scoring 54 of 38 deliveries, and Nicholas Pooran himself scoring 42 of 21. But it was the contribution towards the end by Krunal Pandya which made sure that LSG could post a target of 200 against their opponents, the Punjab Kings. Krunal Pandya scoring 43 of 22 deliveries, 4 fours, 2 sixes along the way. Because apart from the 3 aforementioned players, De Kock, Nicholas Pooran and Krunal Pandya, there was not a lot of contribution with the bat. KL Rahul scoring 15, Devdutt Padikkal once again flailing in LSG colours, 9 runs for him. Marcus Stoinis did hit 2 sixes, but he scored just 19. Ayush Badoni just 8. Ravi Bishnoi 0. Mosim Khan towards the end 2. And Navin Ulaq not getting a bat. So it was really good to see someone like Krunal Pandya come out and play at a strike rate of close to 200. Because for some years now, it is always seen that Hardik Pandya is a much more pinch hitter, and Krunal Pandya is a spinner who can bat a bit, but he has turned that narrative upside down in this particular game because the sheer quality of his shots, the big shots that he played was just outstanding on display. Krunal Pandya, as I mentioned, 43 of 22 deliveries, and he's the reason why the Lucknow Super Giants have come out victorious in this game. In reply, Punjab Kings, as I mentioned earlier, started brilliantly. They were, how many runs they scored? They scored 61 runs in the power play. When Johnny Bairstow was dismissed in the 12th over, the score was 102 for 1. They just needed 98 to win of 8 overs, a total which is very much gettable in the current T20 standards, but then their batting just fell apart. Johnny Bairstow was dismissed, as I mentioned, on 102. So that was 102 for 1. Prabsimran Singh was dismissed after that, 128 for 2, 139 for 3 when Jitesh Sharma got out, 141 for 4 and 141 for 5. And Punjab just lost wicket after wicket after wicket. They lost wicket in like on an average every 10 balls, and they never really could get going. Shikhar Dhawan and Johnny Bairstow did try their absolute best. Shikhar Dhawan once again showing why he's the best Punjab batter, and he's leading from the front. 70 of 50 deliveries. Johnny Bairstow has finally come back and has scored some useful runs for the Punjab Kings after failing in the first 2 matches. He has scored 42 of 29 deliveries. Some of the sixes which he scored were just outstanding and mesmerizing to witness. But apart from that, not a single contribution that can propel the Punjab Kings up towards the finishing line. Prabsimran Singh scoring just 19, Jitesh Sharma just 6, Sam Curran a golden duck for him, and Shashank Singh scoring just 9 towards the end. Liam Livingston, yes, on paper has scored 28 of 17 deliveries, 2 sixes and 2 fours along the way, but it came too little too late. It was 41 needed of the final over when he hit those big shots, which was never going to lead to a victory. It was I just feel bad for Punjab at this point in time. They were so far into the game. They could have smelled victory at one point in time, but unfortunately that victory just never came. They just kept on losing wickets at regular intervals in the middle order, and I think this has been a trend for RCB and for Punjab Kings as well, that middle order is not contributing. But unlike, let's say, someone like Royal Challengers Bengaluru, their opener Virat Kohli is taking them deep. Unfortunately for PBKS, Dhawan couldn't replicate that, and which has seen them lose by 21 runs. So that is the recap of the second round of IPL matches. Let's just quickly look at the table. As we mentioned earlier in this podcast, it is CSK, KKR and the Rajasthan Royals who are still unbeaten. So those are the 3 teams which have 2 wins from 2 matches. It is CSK first, KKR second and Rajasthan Royals third. Then we have Sunrisers Hyderabad at 4. We have Lucknow Super Giants at 5 after their win today against the Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings themselves are 6th in the standings, but they have played 3 matches. So have Royal Challengers Bengaluru, who are in 7th place. Gujarat Titans are 8th. And then we have the Delhi Capitals and Mumbai Indians, 2 sides who are yet to pick up a win. Funny how 2 biggest cities in India and their teams are the ones who are yet to win after 2 rounds of IPL matches. Let's quickly see who is leading the purple cap and the orange cap leaderboard. Purple cap, for those of you who don't know, is awarded to someone who has picked up the most wickets in a particular IPL season, and it is Mustafizur Rahman who is leading the purple cap standings. 6 wickets for him from 2 matches. Then there are 2 KKR bowlers after him. Harshit Rana has picked up 5 wickets and Andre Russell has picked up 4 wickets, but it is Mustafizur Rahman currently in hold of the purple cap. As far as the orange cap is concerned, no surprise over there because he's played 3 matches as well. Virat Kohli is leading the run scoring chart, 181 runs, closely followed by Henrik Klaasen, who has had 143 runs. So he's roughly 38 or 37 runs ahead of Henrik Klassen, 181 runs for Virat Kohli from the first 3 matches. So that is the recap of the second round of IPL matches done. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you are giving me those 5-star ratings on Spotify and Apple Podcast only if you think I deserve them. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you are giving me the likes, you are subscribing to the channel and sharing the video around. For the time being, however, this is me, Vatsal Vora, signing off. Ciao for now. This is me, Vatsal Vora, signing off. Ciao for now.
Sports Social Podcast Network.